In this video, I want to take a minute to talk about some other protection schemes that can be implemented in a page table setup. So over here, right, we already talked through the idea of an ASID, right? Basically, assigning every, page to belong to exactly one process, right? And then you can kind of, stop a process from accessing something it's not supposed to at the page table level, right? That's kind of a good idea, right? That's one thing we can do. But another thought is that maybe we can add something called an invalid/valid bit, or valid-invalid bit. I said that the other way. Basically, what this is going to be is a true or false, right? A binary thing to say, is this page something I can use right now or not? So it's kind of relative to what is the process that's currently running. This is nice for a couple of reasons. So first of all, the first reason is basically that it takes less memory. So before we would have to basically sacrifice a whole bunch of bits to encode a process number. Now in this case, we're just saying that I have a Boolean flag, one bit, can I use you or not? Okay. So I could maybe go for this scheme. The other thought here, right? Maybe you guys can think about it for a second. Is there? I guess I should ask you guys: is there any other benefit here, right? Is there any other benefit to basically switching to an invalid/valid bit instead of using a process ID? Think about that for 1 second. So it does give us a little bit more flexibility, just from the standpoint of I can toggle these on or off. So you can think about having a program and running it in admin mode on Windows. All of a sudden, what you can do is set all these bits set equal to valid, right? So if a program gets elevated to have special permissions, well then what we're saying is, that program, it's easy for me to implement that, right? So instead of having one page being owned by one process, basically we can have one process, right, access whatever it wants, right? We have still the protection there of that little, that column, right, that locks it in place. But I have basically the idea that I can switch all these, to valid if I want to be able to access everything. So it basically gives me a little flexibility, and then I can elevate processes and let them, access pages that don't belong to them. So that's kind of a neat feature.